I asked the question on the first day, how long does it take to become a perfumer? 10 years. I had a range between virtually nothing to 10 years, 20 years. My answer to this, it doesn't mean it's necessarily true, but it's just a way of looking at it, yeah? Is that if you look at the son of a builder, 4 years old, and he's putting building blocks on top of each other, and you ask Johnny, what are you doing? He says, I'm a builder. Yeah? There's no doubt in his mind that he can build. His dad's a builder. Yeah? And it's a sure thing that he can build. We've done classes at Harrow International School in Bangkok. One of the students was 10 years old. And she would come to the class and she would sit down, and she'd sit down really upright in the class. She'd have a white lab coat on. All the kids had their school uniforms on. Yeah? And she would get the materials and she'd line them in line, and she'd get a little cocktail stick, and she'd put it on the cocktail stick and she'd carefully drop it into, guess what her parents did? Pharmacists. Her mother and father were pharmacists. She was a pharmacist. She was already a pharmacist. She didn't yet have the information that she needed, just as Johnny with his Lego blocks doesn't yet have the information. But I suggest there's a point in our life or our progression when we realize that we can do this. We are perfumers, but we just lack the information, that's all. We lack the experience. But the point at which somebody becomes a perfumer or becomes an artist is actually maybe 3 seconds. A point in time where you say, I can do this. Yeah? The other stuff comes later. So my invitation to you is to, if you want to be a perfumer, make the decision that you can do this. All this chemical stuff that I'm going to talk about today is just more information. If you don't get it today, yeah, it will start to fall into place later when you start to use materials. So don't stress about it. Yeah, it's just stuff. But the point of being a perfumer is an approach. Is if you like to take, is a being, is a way of being. Yeah, just as an artist is. Because if somebody is a perfumer or an artist, it doesn't matter if you have any materials. You will find the materials that you need. Yeah? If you're an artist, if you don't have money to buy colours, you'll find some other way to do it. And outside of the perfumery industry, using drums of aroma chemicals and essential oils, there are many, I'm going to say this term, little old ladies, but that's not derogatory, that pick flowers in their garden, mix them together, add water and oil, yeah, and produce perfumes. Yeah? So that's my invitation is, yeah, take it on, say, I can do this, and don't worry about all this chemical stuff we're going to talk about. But it's not so horrific.